Greetings to everyone. I am Garv, a PGDM Insurance Business Management student here at BIMTECH. Today I am delighted to introduce Mr. Gurpreet Singh, sir, Chief Human Resource Officer at Kiwi General Insurance. So, sir, it is a privilege for us to learn from someone who is best in the industry.
Thank you so much, Garv. Thank you, the entire BIMTECH team, for having me over.
Thank you so much, sir.
It's always a great pleasure to talk to youngsters like you.
Thank you, sir.
You are the future of our industry.
Thank you, sir. So, looking forward to the conversation, my first
Yeah.
question to you is that what core skills do you evaluate in a fresher beyond their academical knowledge?
So, Garv, to be very honest with you, academic knowledge will only get you shortlisted, for an interview. It may or may not, get you hired. What really gets you hired are, other softer aspects in your personality, like curiosity, problem-solving skills, right? Analytical ability to think through, ambiguous situations. So what my advice to all students would be, during interviews, we do look for such clues, and try to judge a candidate basis that. And take initiative before you receive any instructions is a small tip I would like to, give all the students.
Sure, sir, it was very helpful. We will work on this. And sir, moving on to the next question, like what problems do you observe in the students while they're in the job interviews?
So, job interviews, students a lot of times, come prepared with their CV and what they've done till now, right? But sometimes they miss out preparing enough for the sector and the company that they're interviewing for, right? So that bit of research is also very helpful, in terms of your interview performance. So you should definitely prepare for that before coming on for an interview. And also, I've noticed at times people want to give very, very perfect, picture perfect kind of answers in the interview. And they somewhere, stop being authentic, right? And as experienced interviewers, we can see through it. So my advice again to everybody would be, build that trust with the interview panel. Don't focus more on performance, build that trust.
Surely, sir, we will keep that in our mind before our interviews begin. Sir, looking forward to the next question, like how does Kiwi evaluate a potential in the candidate who has no prior insurance domain knowledge?
So domain knowledge is not a prerequisite for us, right? We do hire people from across industries, right? We value fresh perspectives, right? And that's the reason, more than 90% of our tech team does not come from insurance background. We want people to look at things differently. We want people to look at things with a fresh perspective. So again, I would say the curiosity and the problem solving skills would matter more as compared to domain knowledge of insurance. These domain knowledge of insurance can be taught, but it's very hard to imbibe curiosity in a person, integrity in a person, analytical ability in a person.
Sure, sir. These skills are very important.
Yeah.
Sir, moving on to the next question, like how does Kiwi think in future like AI is building and what all skills which an individual will require in the coming years, which Kiwi will evaluate while hiring individuals?
So about 2 decades back, if you notice, when advent of computers and laptops and all of that, people slowly began very comfortable working on computers and computer-related technology. Right. Similarly, AI is here to stay. Right. All the students and new entrants and of course and working individuals now have to become very, very comfortable working along with AI. Right. AI is going to automate a lot of your routine tasks, mundane tasks. Right. So you have to utilize AI in a way that augments your own performance. So all the repetitive activities, non-value adding activities, you should be automating and doing it through AI and focusing your time more on value adding activities, right? And I think still, while AI will be a biggest, enabler for a professional in the corporate world going forward, but I still feel the human skills, will make the biggest difference wherever the cognitive ability is required, critical thinking, empathy, collaboration, right? These are the areas, which AI cannot replace, and this will continue for a long time these will continue to make the most difference in the, in an organization.
Yes, sir, very rightly said that human touch is very essential in insurance industry as well for
Yeah, yeah.
selling
We
anything.
are a relationship based industry, by and large.
Yes.
Right? People look for somebody who can assist them with picking up the right product. So it is still largely assisted sales as compared to, direct sales by a company to an individual. People do look for a layer in between who can assist them in, picking the right product. So for our industry, relationships will be very, very important and continue to be very
Yes.
important.
Sir, moving on to the last question, what piece of advice will you give to a PGDM student who will develop his career in insurance industry?
So again, taking a cue back to some of your earlier questions, the industry in as a whole and specifically insurance industry is at an inflection point of infusement of a lot of tech, right? So the industry is transforming very, very rapidly, with the help of technology, right? The kind of tats you used to see earlier, for example, a claim adjudication by a manual process used to take anywhere between 1.5 to 2 hours, and with help of AI now that can be done with 5 minutes,
Yes,
right?
very
So
right.
the industry is transforming, so you need to embrace this change. That's the biggest, tip I would like to give everybody, and students need to embrace this change which is coming, and it is inevitable, right? At the same time, don't lose your curiosity. So stay curious, stay hungry. The more you learn, the more further you will go in your career. So careers built on learning, right, tend to grow the fastest in any industry, not
Yes,
just insurance.
yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for such an insightful conversation. And what all skills you told, it will be very helpful for our students to learn. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.